Administration, otherwise known as Department of Veterans Affairs Foreclosure. All right, this is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and it's very rare to have any government foreclosures, VA foreclosures, that is in California, once in a long while. But the reason why I picked this one out are the following. Although the price point is a little bit above our benchmark for cash flow, but this is the other attributes associated with this property that just simply cannot be ignored. And they are as follows, right? Number one, they are Patterson, California. I know years ago is a farm community. We all know that. All of us live in Bay Area, myself included, for many, many years. So Patterson is only like 1 hour, I believe, east of San Jose. So hop, skip, and a jump. Okay, but that's nothing. The main reason you should buy a foreclosure, right? It got to be a good deal. Your return on your investment has to be very enticing, uh, and and in this particular case, I believe so, in my opinion. So let's dive into it, right? And I don't know the exact the uh, the price point, the comp in the area, but I have to assume that the government have priced this at 399,900. It's a little bit below market value. I have to expect that based on my understanding of the government VA foreclosure system, and I do have a very unique understanding of it. So in this case, I mean, it has to be considered because no, as an ex-military veteran myself, sometimes mind-boggling. So sometimes there's no logical or rational reason why people make some financial decisions that they do. So I'm drinking my coffee, by the way, and of course, we will never know the reasoning behind this homeowner, why this person walked away from this beautiful property, right? I mean, we don't know. We will never be able to find out. The listing agent, they're not going to tell you. They don't know either. It doesn't matter. But the government right now, the federal government, the Department of Veteran Affairs own this property. So therefore, this property is available for VEND financing, VA loan financing for any investor. You do not have to be a military veteran to buy this foreclosure property. As a matter of fact, you should know by now, this is a 5% down minimum for investment loan financing. And the mortgage that the VA Veteran Administration uses is a mere 4.5% 30-year amortized loan. So this interest rate is, obviously better than a typical investment loan associated with the typical Fannie Mae lending guidelines. So with a lower interest rate, as an investor, you can buy this house, you'll get better cash flow. So having said that, I think the intrinsic value associated with this property, I believe, is the appreciation potential. Okay, let's crunch the numbers, by the way, right? I mean, although you could put 5% down as an investor getting this venti financing, and however, if you want better cash flow, kind of you could consider putting more down. You don't have to stick to the 5% down without any flexibility. So you can put 10, 15, even 20% down, giving your personal situation. But even with 5% down, I mean, you might have a fairly sizable monthly negative cash flow. But I have to believe and everything I'm giving you is an estimate, right? You have to do further research, talk to the listing agent, and do some additional research and due diligence before you make an offer. So I have to believe this house is almost brand new. It's built in 2017, for God's sake. 399K, 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 3,011 square foot. This is mind-boggling. In this very good location in the suburbs of Patterson, in the countryside area. So it's just been listed a few days ago, right? Newer, is in a gated community of Diablo Grande. Okay, I don't really know exactly the neighborhood. My specialty is out-of-state investment property, as most of you know. But since I'm heavily involved in the government VA foreclosure for investors, I'm promoting wherever I feel that the property is located in good location that will make you some money. So I mean, although you could hold it long term, especially if you're willing to put 20% down payment as an investor, you can get maybe break even cash flow. But you know, nothing wrong with putting 5% down and knowing that you can have, you know, quite sizable monthly negative cash flow. But if that's the case, right, then you could, another exit strategy, another benefit associated with this purchase is that you could hold it for maybe a year or 2 years. Occupied buyer may want to buy this nice property for a large family. All right, so you have a lot of good value. Short, so the exit strategy is long-term buy and hold with break-even scenario, cash flow. If you put 20% down, you put 5 or 10% down, you have a pretty sizable monthly negative cash flow. I don't know exactly. You have to crunch your own numbers, or I can help you. It could be like $300, $400, $500 monthly negative, depending on you know, various aspects, right? So again, built in 2017, and the reason why, you know, although it doesn't matter really where you buy, but in this case, Patterson, as you know, is a, you know, fairly growing community. A lot of people that cannot afford to buy a house in the Bay Area, in San Jose area, they just merely drive like an hour perhaps across the Central Valley. Here it is, right, to Patterson. So Patterson, you know, this is where the property is located. So this is San Jose. You know, you just go through Highway 130, hop, skip, and a jump, right, from San Jose, and get there within an hour 15 minutes, depending on the traffic. And Highway 5 is right down here, right? So, you know, it's the heart of the Central Valley, Modesto, Tracy, and the area. So a lot of people, as you well imagine, because absolutely amazing high price in housing prices in mind-boggling San Jose. Many of the lower income people, they are moving out to the Central Valley, and Patterson, California is, I believe, and many of you agree, that is the path of growth, if you will, where you can buy a lot of property for much lower price, for only like 60 miles away, 70 miles away, whatever. All right. So that's a good situation for you. All right. And if you can look at, you know, normally when you buy a Veteran Administration foreclosure property as an investor, you have to absorb the rehab cost. That means you have to pay the rehab cost. In this particular case, you have to assume based on the pictures. Of course, you can get some further confirmation with the listing agent once you get pre-approval. But you look at the picture, right? Everything looks good. You know, I mean, so clean, so new. So it appears that the owner, the walked away from this property, you know, just walked away in a very amicable manner. They did not trash the house whatsoever. So from the visual pictorial look of it, all the rooms and everything else looks good. Even the carpet looks clean, believe it or not. So I know looks are somewhat deceiving a little bit, but yeah, so that's the initial review. So your rehab costs could be a few $1,000s, you know, cosmetic repair here and there. Otherwise, you could get yourself a very good deal, right? And let me see what else I can show you. You know, the school district, you know, it is what to be expected, which is not bad. You know, the elementary school is rated number 7 by Zillow.com, and junior high school, YOLO rated number 4 out of 10, and the high school rated 5 out of 10. So, you know, not so bad in Central Valley. All right. So other than that, most important thing is this house, to my knowledge, there are no offers, but in the next few days, I'm pretty sure there will be several other competing offers, because this is a very desirable suburban gated community and, you know, path of growth and all that. And you're competing with other home owner occupied home buyers that want to buy this property. So, so it's important to, for those of you who are serious, to understand the value of buying government foreclosures, and that you need to pull the trigger very quickly. So contact me so we can have a strategy session. The first step, always contact me, Seewing Yee, so I can get to know who you are, so we can create a relationship, so I can put you on a wait list, so I can understand your motivation, how committed you are, how serious you are. Then I'll get you to my loan agent contact the only lender that does VA loan financing for investors. I have that particular individual in my back pocket. All right. So only, all right. So if you're motivated, I only want to work with people who understand the value of doing something like this. Now, if you are inexperienced or if you're a newbie, that would be quite challenging, not impossible, to do something like this. All right. So contact me, Seewing Yee. Thank you so much. This house, well, obviously, just like any other good location, any kind of VA foreclosure properties, uh, get go, they get sold very, very quickly. So urgency is the name of the game. All right. Thank you so much. Looking forward to talk to you guys and help you achieve some amazing once in a lifetime government VA foreclosures, veteran administration foreclosures. This program may last 2 to 3 more years. So time to pull the trigger. Thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. Have a nice day. Bye.